So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Pelé, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mackay. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pelé. It's a really well-measured ball. Drives it in. Del Piero. Oh, it's a great ball here. Pass somewhat off target. And the finish! That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mackay. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that is a nice touch. Beckham proves just a little bit too strong. Beckham with the cross. He leaps for it. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Beckham. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ibrahimovic! Pirlo is there and he can get that clear. It's a quick ball upfield. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. That has not gone well. Pirlo. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. No luck with that dink over the top. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Pirlo. Thailand.
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
It's their second corner of the game. There's the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Nice-looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Half an hour played now. Over to the right flank. That's a good foray he's making. Chance for Ito. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Maldini. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. He slings it in. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Azar. Beckham goes for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Beckham is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Vieira! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pele. Pele. Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ibrahimovic. That's the keeper's ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's shifting through the gears here. This possibly the last play of the half. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ball swung in. Ito. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff? Substitution in progress.
And we get things going again. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. That is a great pick out. And this is shot, surely!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right.
Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Thailand get their 4th corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Ball's out. It'll be a throw-in again. Now it's Pele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vieira. Played out towards the right wing. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And it's Azar. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nicely weighted ball. Luis Suarez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short. Back could it go? Chance for a shot! Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that is headed for the middle, and it's safely in the keeper's hands. Roberto Carlos, in towards the back stick. Played into space. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Looking to play him in, and that's a... It's Luis Suarez! Oh, crossbar! Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Thailand.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
18, Pele. Number 11, Peeler. Coming on the field, number 5.
He's having a hit!
Rummenigge.
Oh, it's hit the
Number
post!
22, Platini. Number 24, Makalele. Substitutions taking place.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great vision, good take, and is he in?
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos. Maldini. Roberto Carlos.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's a promising position. Crossed into the box.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Makalele. Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Thailand clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rummenigge, and he's lost his man here. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Thailand, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. An exchange of stares, and here we go. was for sure. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
The goal scorer for Thailand after 86 minutes is number 20, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Substitution for Thailand, number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 6.
Thailand look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Number 9.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Substitution.
Now it's Luis Suarez, not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Kakitani! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Lahm carries the ball down the right. Will play through for the wide man. Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. Delivers with impressive jump. And a neat finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining. Well, and that will be the final act. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Just a quick announcement.
Luis Suarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Timber. And Gabriel. Calafiori. Now Subimendi. And it's Timber. Timber proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Subimendi. Rice. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to belt it away. Rummenigge. Messi. And the through ball.
That's going in strongly.
Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Pele. He's in a great position here. And this is Luis Suarez. Both sides exercising caution for now. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's made its way to him, and he's worked it through. Ødegaard, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Oh, that's well spotted.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Eze. Pele quietly revving up.
Thailand are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards. Goes for a shot! Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Nicely weighted ball. Ødegaard. Calafiori. And it's Eze. Now Subimendi. Saliba. And it's Timber. Saka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played back into the centre. And here's Saka. Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the lethargy in the...
He's having a shot! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A finish right from the top draw!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Thailand have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Thailand with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Timber.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now Subimendi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Saka. Zubimendi. And it's Ødegaard. Gyökeres. Cleared without hesitation. Rummenigge. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Thailand have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Thailand definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Gyökeres, never the sort to be shot shy. Pele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm. Looking for the run. And it's Eze. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Ødegaard.
Oh, really well played.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Messi. Pirlo. And it's Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rice. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. This looks promising. Searching pass he's played there. That is a brilliant interception. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And it's Ødegaard. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pele. Can he get it through? Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gyökeres. Played out towards the right wing. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is Gyökeres! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Eze has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Rice is eyeing up his options in the middle. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Cross. Oh, he's been caught napping. Saka. Can he spark a counter here? Floated through. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Pele plays a sharp little ball here. Gyökeres going about things with real menace.
Arsenal really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Caught offside that time.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
So we have movement on both benches. Havertz. Timber. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Havertz driving forwards. There's the shot! And he hits the net. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Madueke. He has found a way through. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice goes looking wide. Lovely bit of skill. Space for him to turn and look. He's given the time to pick a pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been
Rummenigge
indicated.
showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gyökeres. Oh, it's a shapes to shoot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Zielinski, Robertson, Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Edmilson. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final.
Oh no, this does not look good. Can he get on the end of this? It's Ibrahimovic! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Serginho. Thailand leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. No foul, says the referee. Knocks it into space, and he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that was vital. Serginho.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Loose. Oh, what has happened here? Chance, surely! And there's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Thailand are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And it's Messi, out towards the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. The ball goes for the header! Well, there's the clearance. Pele, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Serginho. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's in a great position here. Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Varane. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Varane. Pirlo. looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Mbappe. Edmilson. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Robertson. This is a promising build-up. Messi. Ibrahimovic.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And he's certainly onside. Shapes to shoot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Thailand find a position of real strength now. So much time and space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Mbappe! And he's stuck it away. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now a sudden chance to counter.
Has been indicated.
Oh, that's well spotted. Pirlo running with the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a sharp pass. Rafinha. And that intercept. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Thailand claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. And this is Batistuta. Thailand needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Batistuta. Mbappe. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Madrid have their second corner now. Well read, and the danger is averted. Thailand have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Varane. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So now the difference is 3. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And he's in on goal! Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's the chance to counter. Rafinha. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. Great chance! Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold. That's the throw. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
There's the shot! And that's a good finish. 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no chance for a shot! Quality ball. Hakimi. Obam shoots! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he couldn't finish.
Aubameyang has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's Hakimi. And he shoots! And that has fair fizzed.
Hakimi clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Cruyff.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Szoboszlai. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Szoboszlai. Platini. And this is Cruyff. Stood up well to him there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Thailand still without a single shot on target. And it's been played through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's the keeper's ball. Hakimi. And it's Szoboszlai. Now that looks a decent ball. Szoboszlai. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice looking ball. Dink through. Rummenigge. Cruyff. Thailand
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Pelé. And he welcomes it in. That's very neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, just skips past his man. Great vision. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cruyff. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Szoboszlai. Rice. Now it's Pelé. He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Japan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Harrison spots it and intercepts. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rice. Rummenigge. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Cruyff, and he's got away from him. Looking for a runner. Pelé finds himself offside. Maldini. Rice. This is a promising build-up. Neymar has it in a wide position. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence.
Added time.
It's run loose here. Oh, we always look the favourite there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Soboslai. Gerrard. Pelé. Back in possession and ready to go again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Cruyff. Always onto this. He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He has found the way through. Platini, and here's Cruyff. And Cruyff! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Great chance! And it's in!
Aubameyang really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Just one in it now. And a shot! And yes, it's there! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a...
Platini! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
They've played it short. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Japan are looking to go forward now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Rice. No way through. Now it's Platini. Aubameyang. Pirlo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Pelé. Rice. Thuram is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. He's in plenty of space here. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Gerrard. Now it's Aubameyang. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Substitution for Thailand, number 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Platini.
Japan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Del Piero, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game.
Del Piero, number 9, Franz Beckenbauer, number 10, Suarez. Substitution in progress.
Del Piero plays it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Neymar. That has ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Messi! Corner number 3 coming up. Neymar goes short. Thailand have the chance to go the other way. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Japan are level! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And takes a shot! Goal! Japan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Makaleli.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
A probing pass. And he's intervened well there. Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Neymar. Oh, super. And a chance! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Drives it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now, real chance! It's hit the crossbar. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's it. Thailand played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Today that smoking is only allowed
After all of that. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
Luis Suarez. Shot could be on. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Just eases him off the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Pele. Azar. Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. Stood up well to him there. Pele. And this is Luis Suarez. Thuram cannot be beaten that easily. Tries to thread one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Getting up there! No, not the best of headers. Roberto Carlos does really well there. He is strong.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Vieira. And it's Nedved. No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Ball's played through. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Back where it came from. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rummenigge. Now it's Azar. That's been slipped through. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a searching pass. Rummenigge. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's found a way through. And this is Luis Suarez. Decent chance! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Driving on and making good progress. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, that's well spotted. Como are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
No way through there. Messi. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pele, too strong for his opponent there. Ambitious ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Thailand are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a pop! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Pirlo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Rumen. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Thailand looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he is deftly away. Luis Suarez. Azar. Quality ball. And it's Lam. Pele. Chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. That is so, and that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Facciamo gli auguri a tutti i tifosi che oggi festeggiano l'anniversario di matrimonio e che riceveranno un gentile omaggio.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Well, Germany, of course, do have a history of producing truly outstanding all-round football. And Batistuta! Boy, he struck that clean.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
There they go, hunting in packs. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Cruyff. That has been cut short. Platini. Platini carries the ball down the right. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Batistuta. Batistuta. It's a searching pass. Looking for a runner. Dink through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Baresi. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lovely feet. Cruyff. And it's Kimmich. Driving forward. Plays a sharp little ball here. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Platini. Platini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Thailand still without a single shot on target. Cruyff. A probing pass. Messi. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's had it taken off him. Kukçu. And it's Schneider. Pass somewhat off target. Platini. Pirlo. And he's worked it through. Brilliantly cut out. Kimmich. Now it's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Rummenigge. He's through here. Ibrahimovic! Cafu. And it's Kukçu. Costa Curta. And this is Schneider. That is a great pick out. It's Kimmich. And it's Rijkaard. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cremona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Batistuta. Platini. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Roberto Carlos. And this is Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Cruyff. Kukçu. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Can he finish? Platini. Platini charging forward, the ball at his feet, and it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, nicely intercepted. Costa Curta. Tries to pass it through. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's intervened well there. Platini. And this is Ibrahim, and he shoots! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Thailand got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So between them, no goals at all so far.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Thailand couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And this is Batistuta. Kimmich, a player who needs no introduction. Spread to the right. Strong running down that left flank. Threads one in. This looks promising. He has found the way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kukçu just eases him off the ball. Batistuta. Now it's Cruyff, and this is Batistuta. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Ibrahimovic. Played out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well,
and Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And the game has liftoff.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
The first breakthrough.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Cremona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Costa Curta. It's not an especially good pass, that. Kukçu. Schneider. Not the most accurate pass. Pirlo. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rummenigge gets a good foot in there. Schneider. He's found a way through. tries to cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. Takes a shot! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 32.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Rummenigge. Zola. That is Conte. Can he get it through? And he couldn't finish.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now this could be a chance. Roberto Carlos. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Sporting.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this fella, Reece James, is one of the examples.
Impressive jump! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element.
Oh, terrible pass. Rafinha. Lobotka. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rummenigge chasing after it. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Forlan. Yehi. Lobotka. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And there's the shot! And he's been shifted off it. Kadiolu. Matheus Cunha. Cunha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bruno Fernandes. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, super find. Oh, he's in, must be! Rummenigge! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. And he's there to get it away. Thailand disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So it is still 0-0. And it's James. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Couldn't squeeze it through. Yehi. Thailand do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
He's having a pop! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This is their second corner of the game. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He is through here. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Rice. Oh, that's nice. Cunha gets into a good position. Lahm. Now it's Ibrahimovic, looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? Rafinha. To Bruno Fernandes. Can he get it through? He's got away. Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Thailand have their third corner. Pirlo with the short one. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Thailand get their fourth corner. Cunha with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Rice. Nicely spread. Now it's Rafinha. Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. It's a pretty loose pass.
Might want to be careful there.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Lobotka deals with that comfortably. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Kadiolu. And it's Lobotka. Matheus Cunha. Kadiolu. Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Searching pass he's played there. Defending of the desperate variety. That's an imaginative pass. He won't be happy with that one. Ferdinand. And it's Messi. Rice. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, the goal attempts are coming thick and fast, but so far there's nothing to show for it. I think the manager will be pretty happy with his team's performance. He just needs a little more craft and guile.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So right back into the action.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rice. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Lobotka. To Bruno Fernandes. Deftly away. There will be a throw-in. Pele. Rummenigge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zabani. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Out for a throw. Kadiolu. Yehi. And it's James. And Rafinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the run. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Cross from Rummenigge. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the most significant moment of the game. Just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Thailand have taken the lead.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Oh, that's a key interception. Kadiolu. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Sporting really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rice, spread to the right, threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
No, that's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. And it's James. And he lines up a cross. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they win it back again. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
17, Messi. Number 18,
David Villa. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Number 22, Platini. Number 14,
He's picked his way through. He's rising! Off the post!
number 24.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Substitution in progress.
They're up to 5 corners now. Punched away. Sporting are looking to go forward now. It's Ibrahimovic! And that would have been game, set and match.
Ibrahimovic really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
One 0 as we head towards the end. Lewandowski over to the right flank. Olise, and he's managed to get free. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos, pass somewhat off target. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Sporting really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Del Piero looking to be a menace in the final third. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's straight offside. Sabani. Kajolu. David Villa. Looking for options for movement. That's that, the end. Thailand have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Ibrahimovic.